drop, actually, and he did a lot of disruption as well. Now the Mute is coming out a little bit later than you might expect, but BOXER has a decent force of Goliath still, so I think he's going to be fine. And now he has Comsat, he's going to need to clean up those lurkers on the top just in case, and vessels as well. So, and Irradiate is already upgrading on the science vessel, so he's going to be able to dispatch these mutas probably without too many problems. He's got his mutas spread out actually, but when those Goliaths come in to attack, it's just gonna, it's gonna be able to stop him from that. Oh, nice move! BOXER bringing his command center on top of his science facility to take the hits, I believe, or maybe he was just getting it out of range there. And look at that dropship! It's like, oh hey Scourge, what's up? Oh crap! Run away! Run away! Run away! The dropship gives up, and the Mutalists are gonna fall back now. Probably the Goliaths got back into the main base, and so he had to fall back there. So this is turning out to be a really interesting game, although critically, Yellow has managed to get 4 bases at this time. BOXER looks like he's trying to set up a 3rd base, though. Oh, and there's the Irradiate. Irradiate goes down a decent split, only halfway decent, not fully decent, split there of those Mutalisks. And so, pretty decently done. I mean, he's still got that group of Mutalisks. It didn't do a complete amount of damage. Uv, watching the game, fidgeting a bit here. He's got to be a little bit concerned with the count of games. Like I said, TVZ 1 to 15 in the practice games that they've reported so far. Anyway, so wow, a bunch of Goliaths are going to definitely just keep away those Mutalisks, and another armory going down to keep the upgrades going as well. He's probably at 01, I believe, or +1 weapons by now, I'd imagine. Could be wrong on that. It just may be coming soon. Anyway, but BOXER is taking that 3rd as well. He's sending that command center, he's flying it over. Here we're seeing BOXER's first-person view. Yeah, he's going to have that 3rd base up just now. He's already made earning troops over there. And back to the mobile. That was a quick first-person view. Anyway, so Yellow, though, attacking across the map. Whoa! Okay, actually, I think he has enough Hydras to deal with mines pretty easily with aim move, but not if they're in a group of 3 like that. And he doesn't really seem to have any detection around here. And BOXER putting a lot of forces in that 3rd base. It's going to be really hard for him to defend his natural and that 3rd base, though. There's just such a decent distance between those two. It's going to be really tough for him to run back and forth. He'll be able to set up a firing line, but it's going to be hard for him to move his Goliaths around. And there's those lurkers at that base. I guess he was really expecting BOXER to attack that base with his vultures, and he wanted to get those lurkers in position. Oh, BOXER catching drones while they're being transferred. Nicely done. Kills off 3, 4, 5. Wow. Kills off all the drones. He's going to kill every single drone on the way to and at that expansion, and still escaped with 3 vultures. I think he lost like 6 vultures there. So nicely done, very nicely done. Basically, that means that Yellow's at 3 bases still instead of 4 for the moment. He could have had a 4th base up and running, but he's not going to now until he pumps some more drones out, which will only take a minute, but still. Anyway, so BOXER doing a decent job here, and I'm really, I mean, everyone just really wants him to do well, and it looks like the drop might be incoming actually, and it's funny because I just glanced over at the IRC channel, and Rainman had said drop incoming from Yellow, and I hadn't realized that's why he had those overlords over there. And there they go. There's the drop. He's got them loaded up. The mutas are gonna go into cover, but the Goliaths are there. Are the Goliaths gonna be able to take out the overlords? Oh, the Goliaths are in position. He's gonna get driven back. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna redirect the drop. He may try and redirect to another location. Here he goes in. Oh, the Goliaths going after the mutas. He needs to target. Oh, Yellow falling back. Yellow falling back again failing with the drop. Wow. And so just too many Goliaths in there, and Yellow pansing out. He actually ran his mutas to take the hits first, but then decided not to go in with it. And meanwhile, BOXER rampaging around the map with more vultures, doing more economic damage. Wow. And Yellow is known for being so far, from what we understand of the map, so far it's a heavily Zerg favored map, and Yellow is a heavily Zerg versus Terran favored player. He's just good at Zerg versus Terran. It's his best matchup. And here we have BOXER doing a really good job of holding Yellow off, and actually is probably in a winning position right now because he's getting his mech army put really together, and he's forcing him to spend a lot of money on drones. And here we go. He's still going to try for that drop. He's still going to try for it. He's got those overlords camping on the north end of BOXER's base. This might be bad. The Goliaths have evacuated the base, and it's going to be really hard for forces to get back up to the top level there. Although all he's going to need to do is get a few siege tanks in there, and he'll be fine. And this is why his bases are protected. BOXER's pushing out. He's going to try and push out and do a push. And meanwhile, Yellow's loaded up 3 more overlords. He's got almost a dozen overlords full of hydralisks in there and lurkers as well. Here he comes in. There's only a single turret. He's going in. There's actually a few turrets, but he's not going to be able to kill any of the overlords before they drop. There's a single siege tank in there actually. Mines going off, killing a few hydralisks already. There's lurkers in position as well, but there's just too many hydras. He needs to do something. There's his reinforcement tanks are brought in, and this is what I was talking about. A few tanks is enough to kill a ton of hydras, especially with that much crap in the way. Means it's hard for forces to get back to kill the hydras, but it also means that it's incredibly hard for him to move through that area to get at the tanks. And meanwhile, BOXER's continuing his push. He's moving in. He's got science vessels to cover for his tanks, but he's had to withdraw some of his army, or his army was not as big as I expected on the way in, because he's gonna have to fall back to these bridges here. Too many forces, too many lurkers, and what have you, and he's going to get almost surrounded, actually. He needs to be careful he doesn't get that mine dragged or something like that, but he's only hydras, so he doesn't have to worry about as much. Mine's going to take out some of those hydras. Goliaths are barely going to finish off those mutas. BOXER's push holds, despite Yellow throwing a bunch of forces at him just there. BOXER's push holds, and I believe he's held off in his main. There's still a couple of forces there, but it doesn't look as if he's lost too much. He's lost a couple of depots. And he probably lost a few forces, but not a ton of forces there. And BOXER is now going to push into this 4th base. He's going to push into the undefended 4th base of Yellow, and he's going to be in a beautiful position. He's got a few tanks there, going to be able to take it out. Goliaths should not be engaging the Sun Colony, though. They need to fall back and just protect the tanks. Goliaths are not very good against Sun Colonies at all. And you can see by the fact that he lost almost all of his Goliaths before the Sun Colony went down, and so he wasn't able to deal with those mutas, and that's a little unfortunate. So that push might be in danger now over there. He's going to bring in some reinforcements, so he's pushing up more Goliaths. He's going to kill off some overlords on the way, actually, but it's almost as if those overlords, it would be better if those overlords weren't there, because, there's still a couple hydras over here. Oh, he's going to lose the armory. That's going to hurt. It's going to really, really delay his upgrades there. And oh man, oh geez, these few mutas just slowly picking away at those tanks. I think, yeah, he took out the hatchery though before withdrawing the tanks, so that base is dead. So Yellow at 3 bases still, and BOXER maybe mined down his main, but he's also at 3 bases essentially. Maybe 2, but still, that's going to be plenty. And BOXER is just really in a good position here, but he did lose that last battle a little bit, and he's in a little bit of trouble if he continues to lose battles like that. Oh, coming in here with a lot of hydras, a nice D-matrix. He's going to save that tank and be able to make it so he doesn't lose any tanks to those hydras there. Goliath's polishing off the mutas as well. BOXER playing just absolutely ridiculously well in this game. Well, maybe I shouldn't say ridiculously well, but playing really well, and looks to be on the path to success here. Yeah, so BOXER is mined out in his main, and Yellow is not, so he's still got that going for him at least. But the other thing is, yeah, we're seeing that that Yellow is now on Hive Tech, so he's going to be able to pump out some pretty decent units in the future here. These pretty decent units. He's going to have to be able to get down Defilers. Defilers actually don't do a ton of good against mech. I think I mentioned this in my last game as well, the LZ Gamer versus Artosis game, but I had actually talked to the two of them about late game mech and what Xur could do about it, and they basically agreed that there's not really a whole lot that you can do about it, except you can try and do tech switches, but then if your mutas aren't upgraded enough, then they don't do enough good. It again doesn't really work out that one. Here he goes in. There's only a single Sun Colony there, going in with a bunch of mutas. He's got a Defiler in the background, but I don't know if Consumed is upgraded yet, so I don't think there's anything he can really do with those Defilers. Goliaths are going to finish off. Oh, he's scratching his nose. That's GG. Wow, BOXER wins! BOXER wins! Juan has won against crazy odds, crazy map odds, against crazy statistic odds. Wow, and that's exactly what you would expect from BOXER as well. It looks like I might be right that he's just been biding his time, practicing, getting good again, so he can come out and own everyone. And wow, that is just totally exciting to see BOXER winning a game. That is absolutely incredible, and I got to watch it, commentate it live, so wow, absolutely gorgeous play there. And really, I think he just clinched it with the vultures running around killing drones all the time, and there's just nothing Yellow could do. And I mean, like I said, mech really good on that map. is what I'm expecting, because of all the bridges and what have you, and the high grounds and things like that. So, wow. Anyway, yeah, Boxer just is the man, and we hope to see more out of him. So, anyways, they're gonna interview him now, but I have no idea what they're saying, unfortunately, and I don't think anyone is translating in IRC, so I'm not gonna be able to tell you what's going on. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I hope you guys enjoy that game, and thanks very much for watching.